being on hunger strike is a thing very difficult to actually explain, because in many ways, I mean, and I was on hunger strike 53 days, it's difficult to imagine, even now, that your body can withstand that type of pressure, which it obviously was without food, because every single action of your body is telling you that you should be eating, but because you've made a decision, then the mind's telling you the reason why you're not on hunger strike. My name's Raymond McCartney. I'm a former hunger striker. I was in the Hits Block prison in Long-Kesh. In 1976, the British government took away the right of political prisoners to be treated as political prisoners. And as a result of that, the men in the Hits Blocks of Long-Kesh and the women in the women's prison in Armagh refused to cooperate with the British administration. The men found themselves without clothes because we refused to wear the prison uniform. And the only means of sort of clothing which we had was our blankets from our bedding, thus the blanket protest. For over 4 years we mounted a protest which had involvement with people on the outside, people from the National Hits Block committees who held rallies, protest meetings, etc., and lobbied the British government and other political parties, but to no avail. And as a result of that, on the 27th of October 1980, I and 6 other men went on hunger strike, which lasted for 53 days. We ended our hunger strike on the 18th of December 1980 because the British government had told us that they were going to implement our demands. But unfortunately and tragically, they acted in bad faith, and as a result, on the 1st of March 1981, Bobby Sands embarked on a second hunger strike. And as a result of that, he and 9 other Republicans died, and the hunger strike then was called off on the 3rd of October 1981. Throughout both hunger strikes, both in 1980 and 1981, there was great emotion, there was great tension within the communities. Obviously people had an expectation that people were going to die in hunger strike, and they tried everything they do to avert that. Thankfully in 1980 no one lost their lives, but unfortunately in 1981 it was the opposite, where 10 people died within the prison and over 50 people died on the streets as a result of the various sort of military actions that were being carried out by all sides. I think people came through a very traumatic period, in particular young people, because there was a lot of civil disturbance, a lot of rioting, a lot of conflict with the RUC and the British Army. I think by the 3rd of October 1981, that most of the people who were observing the conflict in Ireland accepted that it was a political conflict. I've heard, commentators and people who have analysed this, from removed from perhaps a particular political point of view. It was hard for the British government to say that Bobby Sands and his 9 comrades were criminals, because there's not many criminals would be prepared to die in hunger strike.
Sands, Bobby, anti-H block, Armagh, political prisoner, 30,492.
When the hunger strike ended, Long-Kesh was seen as a political prison. The conflict in Ireland was seen as a political prison. On the inside, as soon as the hunger strike ended, we got the right to our own clothes. So we set ourselves the task that the political battle was there, it was recognised, and we were seen as political prisoners. Then we had to secure the conditions to reflect that political status. The 2 big battles, if they want a better words, was the battle of politics was won in 1981, and then the battle for conditions was won on an ongoing basis over the next number of years in Long-Kesh, and the women's prison in Ireland. I was released from prison in 1994, and I've said this many times to people, that the conditions which we had when I was released, and they actually got better after I got released, far outstripped any notion that we had what political status would mean to us.